Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of a brand new furry visual novel called In the Spotlight with your host, Fallenwolf. Oh! So, I am actually really excited to get into this. I was actually informed about this furry visual novel by Hop, Skips, and the Chew Toy. Now, if you don't know who that is, they are actually a pretty popular furry visual novel musician. They have been on essentially they have been on a hiatus for the past few months. Personal stuff, which is perfectly understandable. But I am really excited to look into playing this. They mentioned this because me being female, I really feel like there's a lack of any furry visual novels that have a female protagonist, and this one actually has a female protagonist. I'm not sure too much about the romance option, but I was really intrigued just by the fact that there is a female protagonist. So a little backstory about this story. This is about a girl who makes a living catfishing people, which is a very interesting concept to me. But anyway, she makes a living catfishing people, and one day she tries to catfish somebody, and something changes. So I don't know what changes, but that's why I'm going to be playing this. Really exciting. Seems like a very interesting premise. I definitely will be playing the first chapter. It is still a work in progress, but I will be playing the first chapter, and then if I like this enough, I will maybe do chapter two. I think there's only two chapters right now, but yeah. Really excited to get into this. So I've said all I need to say. Let's get started. This game may contain flashing lights and sensitive subjects. Would you like to view the content warnings? May contain spoilers. So I actually am going to do, because this is a pretty mature game, so let's go through it. This game contains the following: harsh language, nudity, starvation, weight changes, suicidal ideation, domestic violence, stalking, discussions of sexual violence, self-blame/hatred, kidnapping, death, dealing with death. So there's a lot of things going on in this game. So this is definitely a mature rated game. So highly recommend, if you are under the age of 18, you do not watch this playthrough, because again, this does look like it's going to deal with a lot of topics that are very sensitive, and may also, people who are sensitive to these kind of issues may not want to play this game. So just a forewarning before we get started, that's all. But I think I think I've dilly-dallied long enough. Let's go ahead and get started with the playthrough. Oh, chapter 1, Catfish. Oh, how long has it been since I ate? Good morning, Henni. Any eggs today? Desperate but hopeful, I lift my pet silky hen from her nesting box, made up of a shoebox and some old newspaper. Unfortunately, the only thing under there is her shiny red ball. Defeated, I lie back into my makeshift bed and flip my phone towards me. The light hurts my eyes, but I don't mind. The pain of starvation makes me care less and less about everything, really. Oh well. Plan B. Let's get lucky tonight. Just a pup looking for a good meal with an even better guy. Let's grab a bite. Ooh. No, that isn't me. I was never that good looking. It's some pretty type that I found online. A little lie never hurts anyone. Right? I've never been turned away before, at least. A lot of dudes aren't just one here to bang, and while they might be disappointed I'm not a model, it seems like they expect it. I did some begging in the last town I hung out in, and it worked out for a while. Until a cop started targeting me. You do what you gotta do. I swipe quickly, liking as many guys as I come across on my Aflame account. I need to cast as wide a net as possible. That way I can sort out the perverse, the scary, and the obvious trolls. That's good enough. I step out of the car and Henni hops out after me. The warmth of the sun is slowly fading with the sunset. I glance up at the sky. The clouds are beautiful, yet ominous. Oh well, just another day, I suppose. I nap through the pain of hunger most of the day right now. We just got to this town, so I've been rationing our last meal and change. You have 56 matches. This definitely makes me a shitty person. But hey, I hate talking to anyone who just wants to bang at the end of the day. It's the most soul-wrenching thing ever. I'd much rather have a standard job. But no one wants to hire a small dog who doesn't have an address. And who smells like chicken dust BO and moldy potato sack. Thank goodness for Muscoway. I've been living in my car for months now. Got evicted over my depression and mood swings. Well, maybe for hiding Henni from the landlord too. Henni has been my emotional support for years. I can never leave her behind anywhere. When I wake up, she follows me outside to snack on bugs and grass. I also share anything I can get with her. She's been broody lately. Normally I wouldn't be thankful for it, but now I can leave her home on her egg, a ball that she is very fond of, while I try to scrounge up food once a day. I'm glad you're so easy. Not like these comments. These are so vile. Flicking through my match messages, it's a lot of the standard fare. Dick pics, unsavory comments about her boobs, gifts, and videos of what you expect, and links that I don't dare to open. A couple comments about how worthless I am, and some things I'd rather not keep thinking about. It's disturbing knowing others can be so cruel to strangers. The old cheesy pickup lines of yore were at least somewhat funny. Everything has gotten so intense. It makes me feel so much better to not use my real face. We just got here and it's been hard to find anyone not just wanting a quickie behind a dumpster at their work. Maybe it's just been bad luck. Maybe somewhere better there wouldn't be so many awful messages. Oh, he looks cute. All Wolf 69 has super matched you. Want to go to a food truck near here? Oh, a super match. I think you have to pay for those. Came straight into my feed. Wait. Near here? Oh, fuck. I must have forgotten to turn my location off. I need to be more careful. But hey. Perfect. He wants to go get food, and he doesn't even look super scary. Hey, cutie, I'd love to. Want to meet in the middle of the park on the way? I love long walks and could use the company. Sure. See you there. See ya. That was suspiciously easy. Maybe I shouldn't go. I hope this guy was the right choice. He looks harmless, but these messages are so blunt. No, we need food. You don't get to complain, Emmie. You get what you get as a loser. I pick Henni up and set her back into her nest. I watch her adjust on her egg before putting my hand on the car door, making sure the windows are cracked. Henni, baby, Mama's gotta go get some dinner. You be a good girl and protect your egg, okay? I put my hand on the window, Henni's coos giving me the confidence to turn away from the car. I took in a big, nervous breath, then slowly began my walk into the park. As I make it towards the center of the park, the sun dips below the cityscape, and the clouds lose their evening glow. Any form of natural light dissolves fast enough that the park is only blurred shapes carved by the town's lights ahead. I keep my cell phone in my hand, watching for messages. Then a thought crosses my mind. Huh? It might actually be too dark to see my face. My lucky night. Then, I think about it for longer than the split second it took to come into my head. Or maybe not. The lack of food and good sleep is rotting my brain. I should have talked to him more to pick up his vibe. I'm likely to get kidnapped doing this. I hope someone finds Henni if I end up in someone's trunk. Or worse. I'm on the bridge. Taken out of my dark thoughts, I focus and scan the area for a bridge. I spot it in the distance. Sure enough, my eyes have adjusted well enough to see a blurry figure standing in the center. My stomach turns again and again. My heart beats in my ears. My hand, the one not holding my cell phone, is in my pocket, tightly gripping at what pepper spray I've left for comfort. As I slowly approach the bridge, the silhouette on top gets bigger until it looms over me. Hi. Oh, look at those, the food trucks are just across the way. I am so going to die tonight. Sure. As we walk, I can't make out anything about this guy, other than he's huge and that his eyes gleam with a suspicious golden color. I feel lighthearted from the anxiety bubbling on top of my empty stomach and have to study my feet. He's just a little tall and blunt. I can't go another night without food. Come on, Emmie. It'll be okay. I break away from my deep thoughts for a moment, and realize he's further ahead of me than I expected. His legs are much, much longer than mine. Compared to him, I'm a shrimp of a dog. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to notice how far back I am. I move faster to try to catch up, but that sends my head spinning from the effort. Panting, I come to a stop, groaning and putting my hands on my knees. Hey, could you slow down? What? Suddenly, a previously dark park lamp flashed on, illuminating us both. The rest of the park lit up soon after. In the light, I could see him clearly. He has a slouched posture, meaning he's even taller than I thought he was. His fur is a cool dark gray with some silver streaks. And he's a very round wolf. He's a cutie is what he is. Oh, he's a chunky boy. He's a little chunky boy. He's so cute though. He's so cute. She's pretty cute too. I like both of them. They're so cute. Oh man, it's so cute. I love him. Oh, I love him. Oh, is this a romance? I'm assuming this has to be a romance. He's so cute. I like him. And he's a wolf. He's just like me for real. Okay. Well, not exactly like me, but you know. He looks pretty startled. Likely as startled as I feel. This is clearly not the guy from A Flame, but... Who are you? Who are you? Hmm. Are you all Wolf 69? Yes. You don't look like your picture. And you do? Well, what? As if on cue, my stomach lets out the loudest growl, so loud that even he can't hold his expression. He chuckles at me. Whatever, let's go get some food. I'm hungry too. Well, this is fucking awkward. I've seen dudes filter their pictures before, but it's usually still them. Stay chill, Emmie. This is bad. I can't believe this is happening. I've been so careful. I've never been on one of these dates with a big dude like him. He's so hot. I get so flustered around soft-looking guys like him. Oh my gosh, is Emmie? Oh, is Emmie? Is Emmie a chubby chaser? This is gonna be so awkward. I'm gonna stutter so bad. I've never had someone catfish me back like this. Maybe if I turn around, he won't notice me leaving. This is so unbearable. Not realizing he stopped in front of me, I walked directly into his back and bounced back. I jump backwards a few extra steps, hoping he can't see how flushed my face looks right now. You okay? Yeah. He's so soft. Thankfully, he took no notice of me catching my breath in the dark. I've been speed walking just to keep track of him. There's an actual place to eat right on the corner we're seating. You look like you're gonna pass out. Okay, I guess he did notice. I'm paying anyway, right? Yeah. I quietly stutter as I walk after him, even as every bone in my body tries to hold me back. I'm torn between my feelings of desperation and my desire to run away, so I barely notice the wolf leading me out of the park and down a dimly lit street, only pausing by a door with a small swinging wooden sign above it, waiting for me to catch up. It's a bit late to run back now, I think. With shaky steps, I cautiously peek inside. At a glance, this place looks like a sweet little diner, which the wolf wastes no time settling into. The walls are absolutely littered with ocean-themed items, and the furniture is crammed together to fit into the tiny space. I might be hallucinating, but it kind of smells like the ocean too. I hesitate at the entrance at first, as the place looks closed for the night. Noticing me, the wolf raises an eyebrow at my hesitation, then gestures paw up towards the seat in front of him. Cautiously, very cautiously, I cross the threshold. As if on cue, an elderly turtle walks out with a large, steaming bowl. Gotcha, thanks, lad. Some piping hot stew for my favourite. I know people are like, what the fuck? I'm like, listen, I kind of wanted to give him like a... No, hold on. Oh my goodness! Who is this cute little thing? She lets out the loudest gasp and slaps one of her cheeks with a flipper so hard it shocks me. The bowl she has been hovering over his side of the table, she sets down directly in front of where I was about to sit. She's nothing on her bones! You didn't tell me you were bringing a girl, you rude wolf! She looks like she's going to blow away if she so much as sneezes. Please sit. Don't let him touch that stew. You go at it. I will start something else and bring out more for you two. This wolf can eat the majority of my shop, and I love him for it. I hope you have an appetite. She lets out a laugh that is at once rattling and booming in the little diner. Eat! You sitting there not enjoying my food is something I cannot stand. Oh, Marge is gonna fill up that little belly of yours. Be back in a second. Without giving me a chance to say hello or catch my breath, the old turtle returns from whence she came. The slamming of pots and sizzling can be heard from whatever back room she disappeared into. It sounds like she cooks about as manically as she speaks. What? That's Marge. You better start eating or she will be very offended. He states rather flatly. I'm still unsure of what to think here, but guided by his downward gaze, I decide to at least look at what I'm dealing with. I turn to the meal. It smells a little sharp, but overall looks like a simple, inoffensive stew. Everything is slopped together. Noodles, a mystery meat, a variety of greens and veggies, all shimmering together in a golden broth. There's a couple of things in there that I don't recognize, but the imperfections make it feel warm and familiar. Are you sure I hear talking, not eating. Oh, I'm very sure. Alright, just gotta stay chill, Emmie. Try not to look like a crazy glutton. I take a careful bite at a time. It takes a massive effort to not shovel the food down. The food is so greasy and salty and savory. And fishy? It's so good it brings a tear to my eye. As I carefully chew, I realize that I've been so paranoid about not being weird. I didn't notice the wolf staring at me, drooling. It takes everything in my power not to choke. Why are you staring at me like that? He straightens up and wipes his mouth, looking a little embarrassed. Sorry, I was looking at the stew. Sorry, It's good, right? Marge makes the best seafood stew. It's very good, She won't tell me what she uses in the stock. I really like... The smell is slightly weird, right? But it still tastes amazing. The wolf has become more animated than he was not even 10 minutes ago. Oh, it's so cute. It's because he's talking about food and talking about how good the food is and what he likes about the food. His whole demeanor has lit up like a candle. Why I don't appreciate being interrupted like this? It's obvious this means a lot to him. It's hard to follow everything he's saying, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't charming to watch him ramble like this. Adam. Huh? My name's Adam. My name's I catch my tongue. I about slipped my name. I never tell these guys my real name. Not after... Okay, Em. Do you catfish often? I bristle. He's cute, but I can't stand hypocrites. I suddenly find my voice. What about you? You are not the guy in the photo. He barks at a laugh that catches me off guard. As if he's prepared for this exact moment, he pulls out his phone and shows a photo. This is me before I got my full black coat. When I was younger, I added some dumb filters to look more like a dog. So, at least it's me, and not a random person from the internet. My face flushes so hot from embarrassment. It feels like it's gonna catch fire. He has such a smug look on his face, almost like he's daring me to push further. But before I can respond, Marge comes out with an array of items that have the same striking smell. Adam looks so chafed. It's almost like looking at a round puppy that was just given his favorite meal by his mother. Marge gives him a look. Do remember to share with your little friend, Adam. I can't have a dine in the house, so I have to add it to the bone broth. She gives me a wink before she strolls back into what I can only assume is the kitchen, turning up some music that sounds very much like romantic ballads from the previous century. This pulls a groan out of Adam, like a kid whose mother is making him look uncool in front of a friend. In the end, though, he digs in without a word, much less politely than I was attempting to be. He gives me a very cute side-eye and grin as if asking me to join him. Despite the sharp smell of everything, I oblige. The argument I wanted to make vanishing in the instant I take a big bite of stew. Before us, other than our individual broths, there's a plate of what looks like hand-cut potato wedges, a pinkish sauce, a soup, and a plate of incredibly fresh raw fish that I have never seen before. The wedges are oiled in something I don't think I've tasted before, and are so tender they melt down when squished into my cheek. When combining the pink sauce and the fish together, it's like slurping down an aurora for my soul. The soup seems to be another seafood mix, and while mildly chunky beneath the broth, it goes down easy and warm. The stew is hearty to chew, and every bite makes me feel like I'm regaining my life force. Between all the different foods, it's like I'm a small pup again, feeling warm and loved, and... Are you okay? Brought back from my bliss, I realize I'm crying. Yeah, I am, I stutter, trapped in my thoughts. Feeling exposed. A food truck meal never would have caught me out like this. I was just hungry is all. Well, true, there's something about this meal that makes me long for a place from long ago. someplace deep within my memories. I'm not about to say that out loud, though.
It's that bad out there, huh?
What do you mean?
You know, I was curious why someone would be using the picture of Victory.
Again, he startles me. That name seems awfully familiar, and as I think about it, I realize that name was attached to the image I used for my profile. I vaguely remember cropping the signature off. How do you know who that is? He makes a face that I can't read, like he's trying to be very careful with his words.
I follow her. Online, you know?
Fuck. Of all the people I could have come across.
I never thought I'd meet someone who would recognize her. Oh, wait.
I never thought I'd meet someone who would recognize her. Isn't the internet huge? He grinned at me.
You underestimate how popular she is. A lot of people in my server talk about her.
Server?
Oh, are you not on Whiskered?
I shrug helplessly and go back to eating. Even though I'm trying to be more careful, I still shiver. It's so good. I don't even know what that is, if I'm honest. I'm only on a couple of apps and websites for jobs and...
This?
I swallow a little harder than I meant to and cough. I give him a defeated look. Yeah, you caught me. He picks at his food a bit, looking deep in thought. I'm able to get a couple big bites in during the silence. Finally, he shrugs.
It's okay. This is a better outcome than I thought. Not great, but better.
He tilts his head, half filling his mouth with food.
But what do you do when you meet up usually? You don't exactly look like Victory.
It's hard to imagine that not even 15 minutes ago he was so curt with me. His tone's remarkably chill now, especially considering I'm using the face of someone he knows. I poke at the fish with a claw, thinking about how to answer. Usually I talk for a little longer on the app, get to know the guys beforehand, make sure they aren't going to straight up murder me. I have a decent feel for people, even just through the app. They usually want to bang or something, so I get food and then leave. I realize what I said as soon as the words leave my lips, and immediately go silent. I can't look at him again for a solid minute. I'm lost in my self-hating thoughts again. Are things not going to end the same way this time? I thought Adam would be upset, but instead he just looks curious. This is so weird, Emmie. You sound like an idiot. You literally just showed up after a couple of blunt messages. But why? Do I care so much about what this guy thinks of me? Why are we having this discussion like a pair of besties gossiping? I really am hopeless.
Well...
Oh my god, he's so cute! Oh, love. No, he's so cute. Look at him with his little tail swishing. Oh, he's so cute. I want to take him home. Listen, I want to take him home. I know, listen, I could share. My girlfriend could share for a day. He's so cute. She could share. Oh, how can you say no to that face? Anybody in the chat who says he doesn't look cute is fucking lying. Oh, he looks amazing.
Are you gonna leave?
I freeze. He's leaned forward with his head in his hand, food pushed aside. My heart skips a beat and the stress of it makes me burp. He has the most charming smile. My fingers, spine, and toes suddenly feel electrified. I take another bite to hide my nervousness, and to avoid the question. He has his full attention on me in a way that makes me feel like I might explode. I honestly wish I could, just so I could escape the situation. What am I doing? Why am I like this? Why can't he be just another guy who wants to use me so I can flee into the night with minimal guilt?
If you'll let me, there's an ice cream shop nearby that is still open. To top you off, I promise I won't murder you. No banging required.
His tail is wagging gently behind him. I'm so overwhelmed with confusion. Dates with people you find attractive and cute are horrible. What are you talking about? Shouldn't you be mad at me? His sweet expression fades in an instant. He sits back in his seat and looks to me, dead serious.
Admittedly, I was, but I thought you were trying to impersonate Victoria. I know of her.
He suddenly starts muttering in a barely audible tone before resuming like nothing happened.
When I saw her pic in the app, I knew it wasn't her, of course, but certain groups gotta take care of each other, you know?
No, I really don't know. This isn't making a lot of sense to me, to be honest. Then, as if I'm thinking this, his serious expression breaks and he chuckles.
But you're not even attempting to look like her.
Okay, I'm completely losing the plot on this. Is it the fog brain, or is there something I'm missing entirely? I still lied.
And? Are you trying to talk me out of giving you more? Am I that ugly and insufferable?
Obviously trying to tease me, he puts his paws dramatically to his face. No. Whoops. Maybe I said that a little too quickly. Immediately his ears perk up and he flusters a bit. His flushed face and tail wag gives way its excitement. He's my total opposite. Where I struggle to emote, he's easy to read. What a puppy. God, you two are so cute and done. She outpaced you, Adam, and both of you up for ice cream. He'll put some meat on you in no time, girlie. Head on out, kids. I'll get back to you later. Adam, come on over anytime, you two. I have a date of my own coming here, so I need you to skedaddle. Ta-ta. Before I can even process it, we're all but tossed from the place. Kind of frazzled about it, but Adam looks chill, like his business as usual. He stands near me on the sidewalk, leaning back against the building, waiting for me to catch my breath. I am so incredibly overstimulated. Is she always such a whirlwind?
Yep, she's been here longer than any of the other shops and does things her way. She knows I don't take long when I eat, so she takes me in as long as she's home. Unless she has a date coming over. She's a feisty old lady.
He casually pats his stomach.
Ice cream?
I let out a heavy sigh, trying to release all the nervous energy in me. Ice cream sounds amazing right now, but it's getting awfully late. On the other hand, how could a little ice cream hurt? Just a quick ice cream. The ice cream place is only a couple blocks from Marge's place, and we walked away there in comfortable silence. Digesting while walking at my pace this time feels pleasant and gives me a moment to look around. I'd only passed small towns while heading in this direction, so I didn't have much time for sightseeing. When I drove into the park, I was sure this place would be more the same, but I could see a bright cityscape ahead. It's quite pretty. I can't help but wonder what I might find if I were to go further in. Maybe some other time. Adam's quiet. I walk slightly behind him. By now, the wolf's likely slowed down as much as he can for me. His tail swishes behind him casually along with his steps, but I do notice that one of his ears is aimed back towards me. It feels comforting in a way. I'd never be caught dead walking these streets on my own, at this time of night. These days have been a lot of choosing between food or safety. I still don't have Adam figured out, but at least I don't feel like I need to worry. Despite the late hour, a couple people are still walking around the quick streets. Most business owners have long closed up for the night. The only place lit up ahead has to be the ice cream shop. It's an aisle of brightness on an otherwise dark corner. There's a cute sign outside that lists the flavors and price for 1 or 2 scoops. There are multiple workers inside, alternating between taking orders and turning on their machines. The line is short, but they still look like they could use an extra hand. One of the workers looks flustered as she carelessly drops a half-finished ice cream on the floor. She almost slips on it before huffing and starting the process again. I'll have to remember to check online for an application if I plan to stay in this town for a while. When it's our turn, Adam gets a peanut butter chocolate swirl mix, and I get a lemon strawberry cheesecake flavor.
I'll have to try that next time. Looks good.
Yeah, I really like these flavors together.
Are they your favorite or something?
Actually, I've never had it before. I don't often get to try new foods. Thank you, Adam. Maybe I imagined it, but his eyes seemed to light up in the darkness when I said that. We walk quietly while we eat. As we head back, there's no pressure to talk. He seems content to just walk and enjoy his ice cream, and I am grateful for that. Though I can't help but notice he's walking quite a bit closer to me. It's nice. By the time we make it to the park, I'm more winded than him. Going from starving to full and then walking for a couple of blocks was more effort than I expected. I'm not out of shape, just tired. I hear Adam's voice in the dark.
Want me to walk you home?
I nearly jump. We got here so quickly, and with me so focused on my ice cream, I didn't think of my exit strategy.
Do you want me to at least walk you through the park? It's so dark over there.
It is really dark over where I came from. Even the light that we first saw each other under is off again. But I'm not about to admit to him that. I'm currently living in the middle of that. He already has me pegged for being poor and pathetic. Home is another pity peg I'm not ready to claim. And I don't want his pity anyway. I want something else. What am I even talking about? I've known this guy for the good part of an hour and a half, and yet... No, it's okay. Thank you for the food. It was all really good. Despite my internal conflict, I give him a genuine smile. I haven't felt like this in a long while. And it really was nice to meet you, Adam. I turn to leave, tossing my napkin in a nearby trash can. He grabs my shoulder. My heart immediately lurches and I tense up. It takes me a moment to whiplash back to where I am. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Sorry. He stutters, immediately letting go of my arm.
Can we meet again?
He mumbles under his breath, struggling to utter every word. Straining to look past my panicked heartbeats, I notice he has this nervous look on his face. Something deep within me wants nothing more than to break away and run, but underneath there's something else. A cautious hope. Could there be more than I can see beneath the surface? Do I actually want to scratch this top layer to see if there's anything beyond a physical attraction? I admit, the idea is appealing and terrifying. I open my mouth.
I wouldn't mind buying you some more food, if that's how we can get to know each other.
Something about that stings. A string I didn't even know existed pulls at my heart. It hurts. I'm sorry.
Wait!
Before I can process it, I'm racing off into the darkness towards my car. My heart's breaking over something that never was, but it's breaking all the same. I'm not good enough. I hate myself. So stupid. I don't deserve to. As I get closer to where I thought my car was, I stop. I sniffle and wipe my face. I don't think I've ever cried so much in a day. How embarrassing. I pull the key fob from my pack and sniffle again, pushing the button. The taillights flash in the distance. It's not far away. At the last second, I glance back towards where I sprinted from. But there's nothing there. This is for the best. Now that I'm calming down, my stomach lurches in protest and my side cramps. Running and crying after a big meal, plus a spattering of nauseous guilt. I gotta calm down and digest for the rest of the evening. I lean back against the car as Henni coos in response to my return from inside. I look up towards the stars and let out a giant puff of breath. I can't deal with me right now. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, that's such a good chapter 1. That's very fucking dramatic. Oh, I see a lot of names I recognize. Sedge for editing, Ooh, I love this. No generative AI has been used nor will be used in the creation of this visual novel. Oop, a flame. Rate your date with Wolf 69. Unknown super matched you. Ooh, who's unknown? Who the hell is this? Oh shit. There you are. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, that's kind of scary. When all you know is betrayal, hope seems like a cruel joke. Chapter 2, Frayed Nerve. You know, I think I'm gonna actually stop here. This video has been going on a steady amount of time, and I think this is like the perfect opportunity to stop. I really have been enjoying this visual novel though. I think it's incredibly well done. I also have an idea of who that person was that we saw in the at the end scene of chapter 1. I feel like that is probably going to be somebody that Emmie previously dated and is like essentially a stalker. Because I remember Emmie mentioned like she was starting to give like her full name and she stopped herself because she was like, I don't give out my full name, not since. And she never finished that sentence. So I feel like it had to have been somebody probably in her past who she went on a date with, she met online, and probably was abusive because especially with like how Emmie comes across, she seems like very anxious. She has like a lot of self imagery, like just generally seems down upon herself, which I kind of understand to a degree. But I'm really curious to see what happens with this. I think this is really well written. I'm loving the art, and I generally enjoy seeing a fairy visual novel where the main character is a female. So I'm really looking forward to reading more of this. But in the meantime, I will see all of you guys in the next video. This has been Fallen Wolf, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.